Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to another video. Today we're going to be going over the long-awaited 2024 residential real estate stats for Belleville, Quinte West, and Prince Edward County. It took me a little bit longer to compile all this data than I wanted to, but I was waiting for the benchmark price number to come out so we could compare that with average price, median price, also going over number of sales, new listing, sold to list price ratio, and days on market. So without further ado, let's get into it. 2024 was an interesting year with a lot going on, a lot of moving parts, not just in the real estate market, but in the Canadian economy and the global economy and whole world. So first, we will start with number of sales in Belleville, Quinte West, and Prince Edward County and take it from there. There's a lot of stats today and I can't memorize them all, so I'm gonna have to read the stats off and then give my opinions on why we're seeing these kind of numbers. So number of sales in Belleville for 2024, we had 819 sales. That's down 4.9% from last year. Quinte West, 629 sales. That's up 6.6% from last year. And finally, Prince Edward County, 374 sales. That's down 11.8% from last year. Mid-priced homes in Belleville seem to move a little bit slower throughout this year compared to Quinte West, which is why we may see Belleville down and Quinte West up. Lower priced homes were moving consistently well in Belleville, but it seemed like Quinte West, all price points were moving a little bit quicker. Now, Quinte West sales volume could be artificially increased a little bit because of the new condo construction happening in Quinte West, where we didn't see any new condo completions in Belleville. So those number of units could push up those sales volume numbers compared to Belleville, where we're just seeing townhomes and single-family detached new construction completions. In Prince Edward County, new construction was down, which could account for some of these double-digit declines. But all in all, the county's just been slower. Less people buying vacation homes, second properties, less people making lifestyle moves to Prince Edward County because of uncertainty about the economy and jobs. Next up, average sale price. So all the homes sold in these markets combined and divided by the number of sales gives us the average sale price. In Belleville was $533,617. That's down 4.7% from last year. In Quinte West, a little bit higher, $573,333. That's down again 2.6% from last year. Prince Edward County, higher than both these markets because of the higher priced homes that transact in Prince Edward County. $774,594. That is up 0.1% from last year, so almost flat from 2023. And benchmark price across all of these regions, which is Quinte and District, came in at $553,800, down 1.2% from last year. Average sale price being higher in Quinte West than in Belleville just reinforces that those mid-tier price homes are moving and have been moving a little bit better in Quinte West throughout 2024 compared to Belleville, where the bulk of the transactions have been lower price homes. Belleville's market's also more influenced by investors, in my opinion, because of the more diverse rental pool, and most of those investors are in the single family duplex triplex space and looking for cash flowing investments, which normally are those lower priced homes. Average price is holding firm in Prince Edward County, showing that despite the double-digit decline in sales volume, people are still spending big money in Prince Edward County. They're just spending it a little bit less often. And then to round it out, benchmark price being down 1.2%. This is just the fourth time since benchmark price has been tracked since January of 2005. It's been down year over year in the Quinte region. Next up, median sale price, the middle of the way home sold in 2024 across these markets. So Belleville median sale price, $515,000. That's down 2.8% from last year. Quinte West, again, a little bit higher, $540,000. That's down 1.5% from last year. And Prince Edward County, $665,000. That's down 3.3% from last year. Not much to add here for Belleville and Quinte West. Median sale price in line with average sale price down across the board. In Prince Edward County, we see a big difference between the median and average sale price, which suggests that a few higher end sales may have pushed up that average sale price, which really just highlights the wide diversity of properties and property prices in the county. Next up, new listings. New listings were up across the board, up 1.2% in Belleville with 1,510 new listings, up 9.9% in Quinte West with 1,176 new listings, and up 3.8% in Prince Edward County with 1,288 new listings. New listings are up across all three of these markets, which isn't necessarily good news for sellers when we don't have the sales data to back it up. When there's more new listings than sales, that increases inventory, which can signal a weakening market and put downward pressure on prices. The delta between new listings to sales in Belleville was 5.3%, in Quinte West was 3.3%, and in Prince Edward County, 15.6%, signaling that 2024 was a year of more supply than demand. Next up, sold to list price ratio. So if a home is listed for $1 million and sells for $990,000, that's a 99% sold to list price ratio. In Belleville, the sold to list price ratio was 98%. That's up 1% from last year. Quinte West, 98%, up 1% again from last year. In Prince Edward County, 96%, flat from last year. Not much has changed here, and there's not really much to elaborate on other than the strategy of pricing something low and hoping for multiple offers is not happening and hasn't been happening for a couple years. For the most part, homes are being priced at market value and are selling for very close to list price. Last up, to round out our 2024 residential real estate stats, is days on market. This is how long it takes a home to sell from the day that it's listed until the day that it is sold firm. In Belleville, days on market were 39 days. That's up 34.5% from last year. Quinte West, 39 days as well. That's up 30% from last year. And Prince Edward County, 61 days on market. That's up 10.9% from last year. The biggest statistical increase for this year across all three of these markets is the number of days a home is on the market. Homes are sitting on the market for longer than they were last year, and this is because we have lower sales volume, higher new listing count, rising inventory. Buyers have more inventory to choose from and feel less pressure to make a decision. Buyers are also realizing that it's the norm to have a property sit on the market for 1 to 2 months, and it doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with that home. Whereas if it was on the market for 1 or 2 months during the pandemic, there would be something wrong with it and a reason people aren't buying it. It's becoming the norm for properties to stay on the market for longer and buyers to come back for second showings, obviously have conditions in offers. Now, this isn't necessarily a bad thing for sellers or buyers, and actually signals a relatively healthy market, because if we look at pre-pandemic numbers for days on market, this is actually still quite low. That's a wrap for our 2024 residential real estate stats for Belleville, Quinte West, and Prince Edward County. A little bit long-winded, a lot of stats and data to unpack here, but the general theme is more new listings, less sales, struggling to flat median average benchmark price, and more inventory. Now, that being said, the market is always relative. So you can't say it's a good or bad market because you don't know if you're a buyer or a seller, or if you're moving, buying and selling in the same market, different market. So the market really depends on what you personally are doing and how it's going to affect you personally. It can't really just be painted with a brush. That being said, could have been a great year for some buyers, could have been a great year for some sellers, and the opposite could be true for buyers and sellers. There's a lot of uncertainty that happened in 2024, and I'm sure there's more uncertainty to come in 2025. But the good thing is we don't have outrageous inventory levels. Prices are holding pretty firm, and that's due to what I've said many times, because of our relatively low price compared to places close to us like the GTA. There's a lot of people still coming our way because the prices are much more affordable here, and this area offers a lifestyle that people are looking for. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching the 2024 residential real estate stats. Hopefully found some value, and see you next week for a new video.